In a small village nestled between mountains, there lived a boy named Henry. He was the son of a poor farmer, and his days were filled with tending to the fields and helping his family. But deep inside, Henry had a dream: to become a scientist and invent something that could change the world. Every night, after his chores, he would sit under a tree with a candle, reading old books he borrowed from the village school. He didn't have electricity, he didn't have resources, but he had something stronger, an unshakable belief in himself. His father often told him, "Henry, dreams are for the rich. We are farmers. Our life is in the soil, not in books." But Henry refused to accept that. He studied harder, sometimes skipping meals to buy a second-hand book. At school, he was mocked by classmates who said, "You? A scientist? You don't even have shoes." But Henry knew that success was not about what you had. It was about what you believed in. One day, a science fair was announced in the nearby city. The winner would get a scholarship to study in a top university. Henry saw this as his only chance. But there was one problem. He had no money to travel, no materials for an experiment, and no support. Determined, he started collecting scrap metals and wires from junkyards, using them to build a small wind turbine. His idea was simple. If villages like his could generate electricity from wind, no child would have to study under a candle like he did. To reach the city, he walked for hours, barefoot, carrying his wind turbine on his back. When he finally reached the fair, he stood among students with expensive projects, feeling out of place. But he reminded himself, the world only sees results, not struggles. The judges were amazed by his innovation. "How did you do this with no resources?" they asked. Henry simply smiled. "I had a dream, and I refused to give up." Against all odds, Henry won the first prize. The scholarship opened doors he never imagined. Years later, he became a renowned scientist, developing clean energy solutions for rural areas. His invention lit up not just homes, but the hearts of millions who now believed that no dream was too big. And the same villagers who once laughed at him, they now proudly called him the boy who refused to give up. So, what's stopping you from chasing your dream? No matter where you come from, no matter how hard life seems, if you truly believe, if you work relentlessly,